Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we're going to talk about Doyin Okupe, the former Director General of the Peter Obi presidential campaign, who was forced to resign from that position when he was convicted of alleged money laundering. He was among the earlier supporters of Peter Obi and part of the obedient movement. But now he is on the camp of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, going from television station to another to sing the praises of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. One of his latest outbursts was that people should be grateful to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the state of the nation right now. He said that people are complaining that dollar is 1,700 naira and fuel is 1,000 naira, claiming that it could have been worse if Tinubu's reform had not been in place. You know, this view was no different from that of the redeemed pastor Adeboye, who said that the naira could have gotten to 10,000 naira to the dollar by now, if not that they prayed. That belongs to the same category. In other words, telling lies to Nigerians. Instead of blaming President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his faulty decisions in the hasty removal of the fuel subsidy and then the flotation of the naira, which put Nigeria where it is today, they are praising him that he has done well, especially Doyin Okupe. Why I found that of Doyin Okupe very curious is this. Already the Tinubu administration is a government of propaganda. That was why Tinubu appointed about 13 different individuals to be in charge of public communication at the expense of the taxpayers. Because these 13 people that Tinubu recruited are being paid with our tax money. 13 people doing the job that one person could have done. Now, Doyin Okupe want to be the 14th recruit. He can pretend all he likes that he's doing it for petrol, all this running around media houses to praise Tinubu and to cast aspersion on Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. That is just doing it for altruistic reason. No. He wants to be recruited like Daniel Bola. He wants to also be invited by the National Security Advisor to take picture with him, like Reno Mokri took a picture with National Security Advisor, indicating that whatever Reno Mokri is writing, he has the backing of the NSA. Because you can see the ferocity with which Reno Mokri attacks Peter Obi. And I noticed that it escalated right from the day I saw Reno Mokri post that picture he took with National Security Advisor. His attack on Peter Obi escalated, thereby suggesting that he has an assignment to run down Peter Obi. So Doyin Okupe perhaps is also looking for such an assignment so that he can join the bandwagon. Another person I'm watching closely too is Kenneth Okonkwo. I'm still watching him. But perhaps he's finding it difficult to openly come out to say he will back Tinubu. But I will not be surprised if Kenneth Okonkwo before 2027 begin to sing the praises of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But before I digress, but what I'm saying is this: Doyin Okupe ought to have known that the reason why Naira is the rate it is, and the reason why the fuel is being sold what it's being sold, and the reason why the Nigerian economy is in this state, which the New York Times and the Financial Times of London say that Nigeria is facing economic crisis of generational proportion. It is because of the policies, the so-called reforms of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which has not worked. Because if it has worked, Nigeria will not be in this mess. And he was talking about that. Those who are judging the economic policies of Tinubu-led administration with just 18 months in office, that they are wicked. I found that preposterous, to say the least. How can you say that those who are holding Tinubu accountable after 18 months in power, that they are wicked? So they're not supposed to hold him accountable. They're supposed to allow him, give him an endless honeymoon to run the country anyhow he likes without complaint, when his policies and actions are hurting the people. It doesn't really make sense. He said they are wicked. So 18 months is not a long time. 18 months is almost like half of the, this is half of the 4-year tenure. 18 months, almost half of the tenure of 4 years. And you say he couldn't be held accountable. So when are you going to hold me accountable? In 2027, 2026, so that people must have died because of his policies or what? You have to hold him accountable as fast as they go. You don't give him time. Those who crafted the Constitution of Nigeria and put 4 years as the tenure for 4 years, they know that by the time you are 18 months or 2 years, you should be able to accomplish anything. Anything that Tinubu did not accomplish now, by next year, the next 24 months coming, is all about politics. How to deceive Nigerians so that he can have opportunity for INEC to declare him again that he won. That's the rest of the 2 years is for politics. So that's why you have to hit the ground running. So 18 months is not, nobody is wicked for expecting Tinubu to do the right thing. Even though we know that most Nigerians rejected Tinubu in that election. So they never expected him to do anything better than what he's doing. That was why majority of Nigerians rejected him. Don't forget, I keep repeating this. 6.9 million people voted for Atiku Abubakar of PDP. 6.1 million voted for Peter Obi of the Labour Party. 1.4 million voted for Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. All these votes for these people, they are votes that rejected Tinubu, that he doesn't deserve to be their president. Almost 15 million votes. Compare it to the 8.7 million votes that INEC said that they use in declaring Tinubu president. You know that half of the voters, almost double the number, those who oppose Tinubu becoming president, the voters who voted against him, were 2 times those who supposedly voted for him. So Nigerians or Abini should know that he is not up to the job. But a minority 8.7 million, by the way the INEC did what it did and the way our constitution is, he has emerged. But having emerged, he has to be judged. And the judgment of Nigeria is that he has failed woefully. He has mismanaged our currency exchange rate. He has mismanaged the economy. Because just like in America, where they were telling the American electorate that Biden, the economy in America is good, the Americans say no. American economy may be good on paper. In our pockets, American economy is in dire strait. We know how much we are paying for gasoline. We know how much we are paying for egg. Don't come and tell us that Biden's economy is doing well, better than every economy in the world. But Americans were feeling the pinch in the shoes they were wearing, and they voted overwhelmingly against the so-called economic growth by Biden administration. So that's the same kind of thing playing out here, telling Nigerians that things are better. It would have even been worse. And talk about judgment, giving time. Did Tinubu give Jonathan time? Now he has 18 months, and Doyin Okupe is complaining that those who are judging him based on these 18 months, they are wicked. When Jonathan was in the saddle, did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu give him a chance? He didn't give Jonathan a chance at all. For the records, when I say this, you can go and verify. Okay. Jonathan was voted president and sworn in on May 29, 2011. That was when he was elected president of Nigeria on his own term, not as part of Yaradua. He was voted May 29, 2011. He was sworn in. By December, which is about 6 months later, he announced a policy of reform to remove fuel subsidy, knowing fully well that fuel subsidy is riddled with so much corruption and all that. He explained all these things. Did Tinubu give him a chance? Instead, Tinubu was among the people who sponsored protests nationwide, particularly in Lagos and the environment, to shut down the country, insisting that Jonathan must reverse that removal of fuel subsidy that was to take place from January 1st, 2012. Tinubu wrote an op-ed condemning Jonathan for that reform. Almost 2 decades later, that same reform is what he's implementing now by removing fuel subsidy. And he has been given 18 months. He gave Jonathan 6 months was too much for Tinubu to bear. They didn't allow Jonathan. So okay, Jonathan was just elected May 29, 2011. Let's give him time. Could you imagine if they had given Jonathan time to implement that subsidy? They have given 18 months that have been given to Tinubu now to implement that subsidy. Perhaps there would have been no more subsidy for Tinubu to come and remove in 2024, in 2023. So Doyin Okupe should know that we are no fools in Nigeria. We also have records. So 18 months is enough time for Tinubu to prove his capacity to run the country well. After all, he gave Jonathan only 6 months before he led a protest against fuel subsidy reform that Jonathan wanted to implement. Today, Doyin Okupe wants us to clap for Tinubu for his own fuel subsidy removal reform, which is now 18 months after. 18 months after that, people should not complain. But Tinubu complained just after 6 months of President Goodluck Jonathan in office, and they fought him ferociously, and they didn't back down until Jonathan kowtowed and backpedaled on that reform process himself. Everybody has allowed him to do whatever he wants. There have been no protests against his, no strong protests to the level that they did, that forced Jonathan to reverse the removal of that fuel subsidy. And Doyin Okupe is telling us that those who are assessing Tinubu based on these reforms, that they are wicked, because Tinubu is just there for 18 months. It doesn't really, it means that they have no respect. Doyin Okupe has no respect for ordinary Nigerians who are passing through hell because of the twin policies of fuel subsidy removal and flotation of the Naira by the Tinubu administration. I don't know what you think about this claim by Doyin Okupe, that we are not supposed to complain in Nigeria, that we should even be happy that Nigeria is in this state that it is, that we should be grateful to Tinubu. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section.